Hey VC, it's Chad. So this is my April vinyl finds. This is a little late, but been quite busy this month. So I don't have very much stuff. I couldn't remember everything I got, so I just pulled 10 records and actually a book and 145. So some of these I'll let you know. I had made a trip up to Chicago at the end of April to see the original Misfits, which is my second time seeing that particular iteration or show, and it was awesome. So I'll show you the stuff I got in Chicago, which was pretty cool, and the weather was horrible. It was actually snowed, so that was not very good, but had a great time. Hung out with some friends, so that was a plus. And also, pretty much, I love shopping for records in Chicago, so if you're ever up there, definitely a great place to dig for records. So one of the first things I have here is a mono 45 on Columbia. This is Mott the Hoople, All the Young Dudes, and this is a radio station copy. So, and it's on both sides of this, so pretty basic. So thought that was a cool pickup. And this book I picked up at a flea market, you know, a local flea market, from a guy I buy records from sometimes, and he had mentioned that he had this book, and I was interested in it and picked it up for a great price. And it is called the Acid Archives, and this is the second edition, and this basically has lots of reviews and info about rare psych records. So lots of stuff in here. Yeah, you can find info on Discogs and whatnot, but there's some great reviews in here, and just some stuff that you'll never find on Discogs, and just cool. I collect books, so this is a great book to add to the record collection. Unfortunately, it smells a little bit like incense or something, so I guess they took that psychedelic stuff too far. But anyways, not sure how. This is a kind of a collectible book, so I'm not sure how expensive they are, but I didn't pay near as much as they go for online. So this is on the Lysergia publishing company, and very cool. Lots of color photos and whatnot, so check it out. Acid Archives. So I couldn't remember if I showed this. This was a late record store day pickup that I got a few weeks later at my local shop. One of the last copies they had. I might have showed this, I don't know, who cares. It is the Dragonfly release. So this came out on record store day, and it's a reissue of this psych record. It was a little bit expensive, maybe like $35, but it comes with a really cool book and a poster, and there was an extra 45 in here. So and they're numbered out of 1,000. This came out on Sunbeam Records. There we go. I'm not even, I think I remember seeing something about, I'm not even sure if the band name was Dragonfly, but since they painted it on the cover or something, that's what they call it. I didn't do too much research on it, but this record is definitely a rocker, so I was glad to pick that up. That's Dragonfly. Next three records I got, I don't want to say for free, but I got them for free. I did some work for a local shop, some design work, and I got these in trade. So the first one I got here is this pretty weird Cocteau Twins record. This is a promo copy on Capitol Records here. It's not for sale. I think they reissued. This was actually a some kind of compilation of unreleased stuff on CD, and basically that's what this is as well. A lot of this, I wouldn't even be able to tell you the if I have all this stuff or not. Some of it says previously unreleased. Some of it says what CDs it's from. Like, it's pretty great stuff. I love Cocteau Twins, so could never pronounce that. I don't know why, but yeah, Cocteau Twins. This was a band I was always familiar with. Never really had too much of their stuff, and was happy to get this one. It's an original copy of the first Dead Can Dance record, and this is on the monumental 4AD label. So this is an original UK pressing, which is cool. Really nice condition, and was super happy to pick that up. And this one is actually a nice little grail record for me, one of my favorite bands, and it's an original copy, well, a US original copy of My Bloody Valentine's Isn't Anything. And this was released on the Relativity record label. And I actually, when I got this, I got rid of my plain recordings version of this, and I still have the newly remastered version and the alternate pressing that I got directly from My Bloody Valentine. So classic record. I might like this more than Loveless. I'm not, depending on what day it is or whatever, but great record. Isn't Anything. Classic shoegaze. So I got a few records from a local sale. I've shown some other stuff over the last year or so that he has a sale every couple months or something, and I just keep picking more stuff. And these are ones that I passed up before, and was happy to pick these up. The first one I have here is the Virgin Prunes. If I Die, I Die. This is their debut record, and this is another record on I wanted to say 4AD, but it's actually on Rough Trade, and this came out in 1982. Really cool goth punk stuff. I didn't have any of their stuff, so I was really happy to pick that up. I got a new Cramp single here. It's called What's Inside a Girl, and this is on the Big Beat label. So there's just What's Inside a Girl on side A, and Get Off the Road, Give Me a Woman on the back side. And these were released in London. This is a UK label, so the Cramps. And this was a cool pickup. I found a really nice copy of The Cure's Boys Don't Cry, and this is on the PVC label. So this is a nice original copy. What can you say about Boys Don't Cry? It's a classic, one of my favorite Cure records that I didn't own on vinyl, actually. But some people don't like the later day Cure, like Wish and Blood Flowers, that kind of stuff, and some people don't like anything after Pornography or whatever, but I love all aspects, all records or eras from the Cure. Even though I don't own a lot of the later day stuff, I can appreciate it. And it's cool they made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, whatever that means. But Cure, Boys Don't Cry. And the last few records here are the ones I actually picked up in Chicago. The first one here I got at two of these records I got at my favorite store in Chicago called Dusty Grove. The first one I have here, and I want to say I saw this on somebody else's channel, maybe like Danny, Not Enough Records, or someone like that. It's the Johnson Spiritual Singers. And the cool thing about this, it's Don't Let the Devil Ride is the title. And this has a nice screen printed cover here. And it comes on purple vinyl, which is really cool. The thing about this copy is that it was released on the opening of the Cass Corridor Third Man Records store up in Detroit. So this is like an exclusive copy that was released there. I'm not exactly sure how many they did, maybe like 300 or 500, but it's not too expensive. I didn't pay a lot for this, so that was cool. Really great, like gospel, blues, R&B type stuff. So nice electric guitar sound. Super stoked. I don't know if I showed a good bit of stuff from the Mobile Fidelity label before, and I've been enjoying collecting that kind of stuff and just picking stuff up as I can, picking up some of the new stuff. I actually ordered the Blood on the Tracks One Step that's coming out in, who knows, it's pre-order now, but who knows when it'll actually be released. But I actually found a nice used copy of Here's Little Richard, and this one is out of print. Came out in 2008, I think, or 2009, and sounds really great. This one actually isn't numbered. These are just blank, so that would indicate that it was a promo copy. But sounds great, and was super happy to pick up Little Richard's Here's Little Richard. And the last one here I got at the record store in Chicago that I don't know why I was drawing a blank, but it's called Reckless, and they have 3 locations. Two are better than the other, but this was a wall record, and it's actually something I've been looking for a while. I could never find a nice copy, and I didn't want to pay the price sometimes, but this one I was super happy to pick up, and it is the debut record, solo record from Love's Arthur Lee, and it is called Vindicator. This is a really great rock record. The song on here, Love Jumped Through My Window, is really cool, kind of like Jimi Hendrix or something like that. I know he actually played on a earlier Love record, so really been into picking up Arthur Lee and Love stuff. I really dig, and was super happy to pick this one up. Really cool. This is on the A&M Records, and this one is actually a white label promo, so you don't see those around too much. Not crazy expensive. I think these usually go less than $50. You can find them for $20, $25, $40 or whatever, but definitely recommend picking this up if you're a fan of Love. And I really dig the artwork and everything on this, so Arthur Lee's Vindicator. So that's everything I got for you. I have a lot of stuff for May already, and I hope to make a video for that, and I'm going to shoot some contest videos, and hopefully I'll come up with a contest of my own for my 300 subscriber contest sometime. Maybe beginning of June I'll start that. So thanks for watching, and take care. Peace.